Hello and welcome my dear students. I am Rohan sir from Mahdi English Medium School. I welcome my all dear 3rd standard students in today's science class. My dear little champs, how are you all? I hope you are taking care of yourselves. Also, at the same time, you are playing, you are having fun, and also you are not missing any of my lectures. I hope that you are following each and every lecture and you are even enjoying solving all the answers, new questions which I am sending you for your practice. My dear little champs, in a short period of time, again you will have to appear for exams. So that is the reason why I always revise one chapter in the different methods in 3 to 4 different ways. So I hope that you are doing that, you are solving all the things and you are sending whatever you have written from the lectures, whatever you have noted down to your teachers. Now let's get started with today's lecture. I hope you all are sitting with your rough book and your textbook. As previous few lectures, we covered our chapter number 6, that we even covered all the theory part. Apart from that, we even covered the question banks. Now what are we going to do today? We are going to solve the test paper of chapter 5 and 6 combined. So please practice well in today's test solving lecture. And moreover, in today's lecture you don't have to calculate your marks. Neither you have to put tick mark nor cross mark, nothing. You just have to try your level best to solve the answers before I display it on your screens. So please make sure in this lecture you will have to solve the test paper which is combined of chapter number 5 and 6. So now you are also going to get the questions and recollect the knowledge about chapter number 5 again. So let's get started. I hope you all are ready with your books. Instructions before we start. Write answers only. When explained, try to understand all the questions and recollect all the knowledge gathered during the chapter explanation. Make sure to send all the written work to the teachers. These instructions are very much important, so I thought let's give it to you before we start with our topic. Now in question number 1, what are we going to do? Write T for true and F for false statements. So students, please give the heading in the fresh and the new page test paper. Please give the heading test paper. And then just write question 1 in the first line of the page. In the first line of the page, just write question 1. Now please do write all the answers in the sequence, means answer 1 and then after answer 2, answer 3 and so on. Like I don't have to say that, you just have to write the answers. So let's get started with true or false of this test paper. Number 1, roots absorb sunlight and nutrients. Roots absorb sunlight and nutrients. What is the correct answer according to you? Is this statement true or is it false? Please write your answers. Is it true or is it false? Roots absorb sunlight and nutrients. I hope you have written your answer by now, as you have to just write true or false. So the correct answer is false. So like if you have written F, it is okay. If you have written false, that will also work. But the answer, try to write it on your own. This statement is false statement. Why? Because roots does not absorb sunlight. leaves do absorb during the process of photosynthesis. During making food for the plant, leaves absorb sunlight, roots don't. So this statement is false. I hope you have written the answer. If you have not written, write it down. Number 1, false. Like I said, most probably I will pass all the question PDF file to your WhatsApp. Don't write question. Okay. Number 2. Water droplets are formed by freezing. Water droplets are formed by freezing. This is from chapter number 5. If you recognize the question, if you try to understand the question, solid, liquid and gases, this is from that chapter. So, water droplets are formed by freezing. Think about the statement which is written. How are the water droplets formed? Even each and every process I have explained you 3 times. Process of freezing, evaporation, each and everything is explained to you. Anyways, the correct answer is false. Water droplets are not formed by freezing. If you keep the water in the freezer, it will not form the water droplets, it will form an ice. So this statement is false, absolutely false. Number 3. A moving aeroplane is a living thing. True or false? And I hope that just when I finished reading this statement, everyone will have written the answer, because this is very easy one. So I hope you would have written the answer. So anyways, it's my duty to present the correct answer. So this statement is also false. A moving aeroplane is a living thing? No. Aeroplane is not a living thing. The people inside, the pilot inside the aeroplane, they are the living things. They are the human beings. So aeroplane does not move on its own. Living things or the external forces is needed to fly them up in the sky with the machines. So this statement is false as well. I hope you have written the same answer. If not, and I hope that you have written at least the answer when I displayed it. Number 4. Gases cannot flow. Now, while explaining you solid, liquid, gases separately, combined and with the revision work, every time I have explained you which things flow and which things don't. Even in the difference of solid, liquid and gases, this thing is very much clearly mentioned. Anyways, I hope that you have written the answer. The correct answer anyway is false. Gases cannot flow, gases can flow. If it was written that gases can flow, then it was true. But here it is written gases cannot flow. Gases can flow easily, right? Only the solids cannot flow. So this statement is false as well. Number 5. Plants grow towards moonlight. Plants grow towards moonlight. True or false? Please write your answer, students. Now this is of chapter number 6, so it is very much fresh. I hope you will remember, you will now be able to write the correct answer, because since 3 days we are doing chapter 6, in which it was clearly mentioned in the movement of plants. Anyways, the correct answer is false. Plants grow towards the sunlight, not the moonlight, right? So this statement is false. And I also gave you the example of lotus flower, sunflower. So this statement is false. Now students, if you have finished writing question number 1, either on the same page leaving one line or on another page, give the heading question 2. Please don't write anything else, just write question 2. So fill in the blanks with the correct word. So choose the correct option and write the answer in your books, please. Along with the blanks, options are provided to you in this question. So you have to read the blanks, understand that statement and choose the correct word to fill the blank with the correct option obviously. Make sure again you write the answer number and answer properly. I hope you have given the heading question 2 by now. Let's get started with question 2. Number 1. Dash states of matter can change from one form to another. Options are 4 or 3. So dash states of matter can change from one form to another. So how many states of form are there? If you know that, you would have written the answer by now. Okay, anyways, the correct answer is 3. There are 3 states of matter. All the 3 are changeable. All the 3 can be changed from one form to another. Solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas again to water. So all the 3 are changeable. So I hope you have written this answer in your books. You just have to write 3, answer number 1. Okay, moving on to number 2. Roots of some plants store dash. Roots of some plants store dash. Options are sunlight or food. So what do the roots of some plants are capable of storing? Sunlight or food? Please write your answers whatever you feel. Here if you write incorrect answer, you have the chance to correct yourself and no one is going to punish you. So please try it on your own. Okay, so the correct answer, if you have written, the correct answer is food, because sunlight, again I would say the same thing, leaves absorb sunlight, roots have nothing to do with it. So food is the correct answer. Number 3. The process of changing liquid to solid is called dash. Options: freezing or evaporation. Just try to understand the statement, the process of changing liquid to solid. So when you keep the water and it changes into the solid, which process is it? Yes, if you have written the answer, the correct answer is here, freezing. See, that is why I did not say that if you keep the water where. If I would have said that you keep the water into freezer, so you would have easily understood the answer. That is why I skipped that word. Anyways, the correct answer is freezing. So when you keep the liquid and it changes into the ice, it is called the freezing process. I hope you have written the answer by now. Okay, moving on to number 4. Butterflies can feel changes around them through dash. So options are given: wings or antenna. Through which thing, through which organ are the butterflies capable of feeling the changes around them? So butterflies can feel changes through their dash. Now I cannot give you more than 2 to 3 seconds to write the answer and to think about it. The one who has the knowledge, the one who is able to understand the statement, will have written the answer. The correct answer is antenna. With wings they fly, they don't feel changes. With antenna they feel changes, they have. Similarly, if you remember, cockroach, grasshopper, these insects and animals also have antenna through which they feel changes around them. So I hope you have written the answer. Many students have made the mistake in writing the spelling of antenna, yet I have seen the papers while they are sending the photos. Make sure you just try to remember the correct spelling. Number 5. The seeds grow into a plant by the process of dash. So what will be the answer? What is the process called when the seed grows into the plant? Now this is what we have discussed in previous lecture, and you should remember this. So let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is germination. In the previous lecture, when I introduced you this new word, I explained you what is germination, and that is the reason why I ask you to watch all the lectures in the sequence, because some or the other way previous lectures are connected to the present lectures. So I hope you have written the answer. If not, write it down. germination, germination. So this was number 5th, germination. Number 6th, lotus flower opens at dash. Options: night or sunrise. Lotus flower opens at dash. Do they open at the night time or sunrise, that means daytime? Yes, I know many of you are having the smile on the faces reading the question, because this is very easy one. Anyways, the correct answer is sunrise. That means during the daytime, and during the night time when the sun sets down, it closes itself. That is the lotus flower, our national flower. I hope you are writing the answers either by yourself or by understanding the question and writing it down from the screens. So, time to change the question. Question number 3. Please give the heading in the new page, because match the column. So you have to take the new page. Now how you are going to write? Adopt the easiest method you feel for you is. So whatever you feel the easy method is for you, please adopt that method to write this match the column, because every time I ask you to write in my way, but you might be having your easy way to write match the columns in the limited time. So please try to occupy the less time and write match the columns. Anyways, let's get started. I hope you have given the heading question 3. Questions: column A, column B. So on the column A side, questions are definite shape, fish, mango, stomata. And whereas on the option B side, column B side, options are fruit, tiny holes on leaves, solid, and fins. Please try to match all these answers. So my trick is always that you should write column A and then you should match B answers directly. You should write beside column A wherever you feel it matches. Definite shape, fish, mango, stomata. On the other hand, options are fruit, tiny holes on leaves, solid, and fins. I hope you are trying to match it, because at this time I am not going to give you the hint. This is the solving of test paper. You should try it on your own. By now at least I hope you have written column A questions, because that is mandatory, that is important. Again, answers I am going to display. So please try to understand the topic and then try to match it. Definite shape, fish, mango, stomata, fruit, tiny holes on leaves, solid, fins. So I hope you have started matching it. At least one or two you will be able to solve it on your own. Try not to take the help of anyone, not even of your book, because this is, if you will try to match it on your own, you will know how much you already have the knowledge and how much you have to yet prepare. Okay, it's a time for me to present the answers. So the correct answers are here. So definite shape, solid. Fish, fins. Mango, fruit. Stomata, tiny holes on leaves. Is there anything to be explained here? No, everything is very clear, straightforward. If you want, I will keep these answers for 3 to 4 seconds. If you want to match or compare your answers, please do it. Definite shape, solid. Solid substances have definite shape. Fishes have fins to swim in the water, to move from one place to another. Mango, it is a fruit obviously, and stomata is like a nose of plants. That means tiny holes on the leaves used for breathing. So I hope you have matched your answers. If not, you can watch video lectures again and compare your answers. So this was very easy one, isn't it? Compared to all the other, this was very easy one. Now moving towards the last question of this lecture, students, please give the heading question 4 on the new page of your rough notebook. Give the heading question 4. Answer the following questions. Please write the answers in short. So you have to write the answers, but you have to write the answers with me. Yes, this time I will display the answers on that spot. You have to write the answer from the screens itself. I hope you have given the heading anyways, question 4. And students, these all question banks and these all kind of our test papers are very much important for the revision purpose when you have your exam paper. So if you have solved this, at least you have watched it twice, you will not have to prepare for separately for the papers. Then you are already prepared. So please make sure you don't miss out any lecture. Okay, let's get started with the last question of this lecture, question 4. Question number 1. Give two differences between solids and liquids. Now let me display the answer. Okay students, what do you have to do? You have to just write A1, that is answer 1, and write the answers from the screen itself. I will read it once and I will try to explain these different points. And in the meantime, please try to complete this answer. So, difference point. So, difference is solids, liquids. Solids have definite shape, whereas liquids takes the shape of container. Solids cannot flow, liquids can flow. Very easy, isn't it? So now just imagine, if I ask you this question in exam, will you not be able to attempt this? Obviously yes. So if you have understood the chapter, you have revised it well with me in the video lectures, you can make your own answer. There are many difference points between solids and liquids, not only the ones which I have written on the screen. Okay, so anyways, solids have, I hope you are writing, so solids have definite shape. Obviously, only then we call them solid, like your pencil, compass box, your water bottle, your mobile phone, your television screen, even your hands. These all things are solids. These all things have the definite shape and size. So they have the definite shape. Whereas liquids, they take the shape of container. When you pour it into the water bottle, when you pour the water into the water bottle, it will take the shape of water bottle. When you pour it into the pot, it will take the shape of pot. When you pour it into the glass, it will take the shape of glass. So this is how the liquids are. Then solids cannot flow. Obviously, how can solid flow? You can throw it picking up in your hand. It doesn't flow easily unless the force is applied to it. And liquids, obviously it can flow. Water can flow easily, and it can even flow us into the anywhere. If you go in the water during the period of tide, So I hope you have written this. Now moving on to the next question, number 2. Two differences between living and non-living things. And here are the points. So students, I will read again, I will try to explain. Please write it. Living things, non-living things. They grow with time. Non-living things, they do not grow. Living things, they need air to breathe. Non-living things, they don't breathe. See how easy these points are. I have given you 6 to 7 points overall, including examples in your fair notebook to write it down, but these are the two easiest points I have picked up and presented here. Again the same thing, if you have understood the points, you can write it down in your own words. It's not necessary to just by heart the answers, the words. You can change the words, the content should be same. I will read it again and explain it to you. They grow with time. So living things like human beings, animals, plants, they grow with time, whereas non-living things do not grow. Have you seen your teddy bear growing, your Barbie doll growing? If it happens, it is not normal. Anyways, jokes apart, they need air to breathe. We need oxygen, plants need carbon dioxide. So every different living things needs the air, in short, to breathe. Whereas non-living thing, they do not breathe at all. Water bottle, television, do they breathe? Do they need oxygen? No. If you even keep it in the airtight room, it will not die because it is not alive. So I hope you have written by now all the points. If not, you can again watch the video lecture. Question 3. How do living things breathe? This is the last question, students. Please write the answer. Different living things have different breathing organs through which they breathe. For example, nose, gills, stomata. I hope you are writing the answers. See, in examples I have written nose. Many animals as well as human beings have nose. Gills are the part of fish, organs of fish. Stomata, organ of plant. So one example I have taken from the human beings, animals and plants respectively. I will read the answer again. Please write it down, complete it fast. Different living things have different breathing organs through which they breathe. For example, nose, gills, stomata, and etc. So this was the last answer. That's the end of your test paper. I hope that you have solved all the questions and you have written all the answers properly in your books. So it's time for thought of the day given by our brilliant student and the consistent student Bhojani Sayyeda of Standard 3rd. The thought is, teachers can change the life with the right mix of chalk and challenges. Now there is nothing to explain. This thought is very simply written in the simple language and very understandable language. Teachers can change the life with the right mix of chalk and challenges. Teachers not only teach with their chalk, but they also provide you different challenges in a different field. When you are in the school, you get sports activity, you get co-curricular other activities, you get test papers. So different challenges are thrown from the teachers towards you, and they even guide you how to face these challenges. So I really appreciate Bhojani Sayyeda to share such a deep thought with us. Thanks for watching the lecture, students, and do send your written work to us without fail. With this, I end my today's lecture. I hope you were solving with me, you were writing with me, and till I come with the other interesting lecture of revision, You take care of yourself. Stay home, stay safe.